All along I hear musicians who have chosen this as a place to practice. This is a pretty tree or bush with these little red berries. These buildings are colorful for some reason. Notice the incredible decor for a building. I'm going to skip the forest of stele because unless you're Buddhist and or read Chinese, what's the point? You've seen lots of stele and they'll tell me absolutely nothing. Here they're making some floral displays for this holiday season. One of the most colorful days in this tricycle's life, I suspect. A very European looking building. I assume it's an apartment house, could be a hotel. Although the linen hanging on the railings suggests the former. This is a pretty street. I think this lane and the interior lane are for buses and cars, and then the other far lane and the ones behind me are for bikes and anything else that's got a reason or justification or to use it. Another building doesn't look that old, coming down to put up something probably much bigger. That whole block. So this is the Apple store in Xi'an, the smart store. Incredibly overstaffed, but with very excited people. Couldn't pass up the irony of this McDonald's, often referred to as the American Embassy, and this sea of Chinese national flags, because this is the National Day holiday 7-day period. This is the Drum Tower. I probably won't go up because it just costs money to go see what I've seen before. Again, pretty but nothing novel. Important to these folks as a symbol of the city. But here I am looking almost dapper outside a kiosk for McDonald's to get a vanilla ice cream. That woman's working on an iPad, which is no slouch of an expenditure. The iPhone alone is about $1,000 over here. I can't remember what the iPad was. With my unerring ability to wander aimlessly and end up exactly where I want to be sometimes, I'm now on what I think is the Muslim street, the food street in the Muslim center. It's been here for, the Muslims have been here for more than 1,000 years, but here I think the ones that are here now either 600 or 300 years. So here should be all kinds of Muslim-based foods, although you see these all throughout China, I'm sure. Like this quarter are nuts. I've already got the cashews down to 40 per gram or whatever, and I'm not yet sure if I can bargain. It's a little bit different. It looks like they've piled chicken on there as opposed to a whole slab of beef or something, or pork. These kind of places are just fun to wander down, just to look at anything and everything that you can see. I don't know what these things are, but I gotta try one. So I quit looking at it and I bought one, which I thought was funny because they sell them for a package for like 12 yuan, but I didn't want that much. The texture is strange. When you put it in your mouth, it dissolves as though it were talcum powder. I'm serious. It's not like melting of ice or anything like that. It's like talcum powder all of a sudden explodes and dissolves. If you roll it around in your tongue, as soon as you put it in your mouth, it just kind of, again, dissolves into a powder, and then it seems to melt. Taste-wise, I can't even come close to coming up with a taste that I can identify. Although it's sweet, it's not sugary. In fact, it's so gently sweet that if America ate this kind of thing instead of crap we eat that's loaded with sugar, it would be about 20% less fat than the population currently is. He gets a kick as I stand here in the market videoing this, and then I'm videoing like dried peaches. These are probably lamb balls or something, me whipping them up. I'll have to try one of these in a few minutes. Gridlock going on. Anybody with a horn, a whistle, or any other noise device will let loose with it. You can see I got one, but there's 5 at least different tastes or whatever. Chick bread, this must be some very novel kind of egg. Here's a noodle soup I'll probably come back and get. That's that red sauce. I don't know what they do with these other sauces. Good, looks like what I would like. I'll come back and get some. Yep. So this is the chicken, or zero, and this looks like a McDonald's chicken sandwich cast off. Here's chicken legs. Haven't tried that yet. And chicken necks. Really cracks them open just a bit. Let the heat in, I suspect. It looks like there's salt in there or something. Either that or sand. They're omelets I've seen before. I'd get one, but they're so darn big. You see how they make them on those flat irons like that. Big slabs of meat here. Here's some of those, what those things are. Yeah, cow's livers probably, or something like that, or heart. Barbecue ones. I've never seen that before. That's cool. Fly keeper aware, that's a clever idea. Good one. Good one for China. That's liver, I'm positive. This looks like a pizza version. Not really, no. That's fresh though, by God. That must be the big oven in there. You get it when it's hot if you know what to do with it. I assume you can fill this with stuff. That's how it's used. This is an intersection I'm at now, and looking to the left, it goes on, looking down the street, it goes on, and looking to my right, it goes way down there. Somewhere there's a mosque. I turned left, but instead I'm going to turn right because the policeman told me the mosque is this way, so off we go. These look like various forms of raisins or something like that, or nuts or something. Raisins, I think. Very thick bread, that's some version stuff. Goes well with those soups that they eat. These look like round chunks of some kind of meat. Oh no, those are strings. So they're like a coil if you unravel them. This is how they cook these. They're very filling. About 3 is good for me. 5 overfills me. Here's that stuff that you break into small pieces.